Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Breeze. Breezeway Productions The Breeze. We bring the latest in independent films and film festival news, and we're happy to continue our coverage of this year's Slamdance Film Festival, the 2023 edition, with an exciting documentary that is going to be showcased there in Park City this year. We have director Marek Kozakiewicz with his film, A Silent Love. How are you, Marek?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, and thank you for coming on the show. So tell us a little bit about the film that's going to be premiering this year.
So the film Silent Love is a film about building a new unconventional family in a conservative small village in the north of Poland. It's about siblings, the brother and sister. The sister is 35, the brother is 14, and they lose their mother, and they have to deal with her death and construct the new house again. And it's during the story it occurs that Agnieszka is in a long-term secret relationship with Maja, and the three of them try to build a new family. So it's about building, constructing a new family, very observative, delicate, and yeah.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about how you got involved with this subject material, since it is a documentary. You're following real events in real time. So tell me how you got involved in it.
Yes, so it was meant to be a different subject of the documentary actually, and my mother comes from a nearby village, so I knew the Agnieszka and Milosz, the brother and sister, and the whole thing started when I got some health problems and I moved back to my family house, and then I started spending time with Agnieszka, Milosz, and their mother, who was still alive there, and we were talking about starting a project about their family, about fighting with her illness, disease, and that was supposed to be the subject, but the mother died unfortunately quickly, and I entered to their house with the camera after her death, and I started documenting the life of Aga and Milosz, of the siblings, and of Agnieszka trying to become the legal guardianship of Milosz. And when I started documenting the project, I felt it's a good process that is helping them. So I wanted to start it, but I knew nothing about Maja, about the Aga's partner. So it was just after a couple of months of me being there that Agnieszka decided to tell me about her relationship with Maja, and I was the first person for her to tell it to, and I felt it would be, in the beginning, it would be impossible to make a film about it, because they were hiding their love, and the film would be about to show it. I thought it would be impossible, but as our relationship evolved and I spent a lot of time with them, gradually, step by step, it occurred that the film has to be about it, and that there's no way it can be not about that.
Yeah. So you go through a wide range of emotions then, I'm sure, since you're going through a very challenging time. So what was that like when you were working with people that were really going through a lot? Obviously, they're in a conservative town, and this is not a very conservative notion of expression between each other. How were you able to capture that with this film?
Yes, so it was a very long process, and it was just me being a part of the family, me becoming a part of their family as well. So we spent a lot of time together, and it started with as you say, with sad subject, with death, and with dealing with death, and gradually, as the time was passing, it went more towards life, and the story in the film is the same. We start with death, and then we go towards life, and it was also a long process for Agnieszka and Maja to actually um, to emancipate, in a way, to be proud of their relationship, and to start talking about it. And so we were talking about it a lot, and they made their first coming out during the film. And the
Wow.
film is their official coming out. So they were really brave to do that, and they went through a long journey, and I only helped them in that.
Yeah, that is a big, profound moment in a people's journey to, you know, be comfortable with who they are and how they are, especially in the place that they grow up. So for those that aren't familiar about what happens in the small town in Poland, can you give some sort of example of what it's like for living there? Is it just, you know, are there plenty of stores, restaurants? How are the people? Do they go to church? They're just going to work? What's it like over there?
yeah, so the life of a small village is always around the church, and so the priest is an important head
Person
of
in the
the, in a
community.
way, head of the community.
Yeah.
But and of course the ruling party politically in Poland is a right wing, very conservative party that is radical and that makes LGBT people their enemies in a way to gain votes from the right wing part of Poland. So it is difficult for them, and it's and even after the film, after they made their official coming out, after they gave interviews and very honest interviews in Poland, and being really ready for it, they
Yeah.
still in the village they still do not talk about they still do not show any affection towards each other, and they still do not talk that they are a couple and that they are together. So the status quo is still the same after the film, and everyone knows about it in the village, but nobody talks about it. And as they don't show it and they don't talk about it, they accept it. But of course, we don't know what would happen if they started showing affection, talking about their love. We don't know how the village would react. The village generally is good
Hmm.
for them. I mean, they accept it. Maybe also because Agnieszka was born there. They know each other.
Yeah.
They knew her ever, from all the time. So I mean, there are situations in Poland that stones are being thrown into the houses of gay, lesbian people in small villages, but it's not always like that. Like, this village shows that they can that it is possible for them to live there, and they actually want to stay there. They don't want to move from there.
You basically said the name of the film is Silent Love, and the whole village knows about it, but they don't talk about it. And it's a great film that showcases how love wins, even in the most of places for it to be hard to be shown. Like you said, in a very conservative Poland small town. So I think that the documentary definitely sounds interesting, and those that are interested to see love winning in a place where it may not be accepted overall, but they're fighting because they know that love, it rises over everything. So I think that's really cool and heartwarming, and definitely good to hear about. So in closing, where can people go to find out more about the film, and when will it be playing at this year's Slamdance Film Festival?
Yes, so the closest time to see it is at the Slamdance Festival. The film got to the main competition, and it will be streamed the 21st January, Saturday at 3 p.m. in the ballroom, and on Wednesday, 25th of January, 11:15 a.m.
Okay, very cool. Well, we hope our audiences are able to check out Silent Love, which will be at this year's Slamdance Film Festival. I want to thank you for taking the time to talk about the film, Marek Kozakiewicz. And I appreciate you sitting in to tell our audiences about it. And we hope that everyone is able to check it out at this year's Slamdance Film Festival. And thank you again for coming on our show, The Breeze.
Thank you.